Okay, so we're gonna do a repair on the daytime running lights on the 2001 Suburban. Um, Typically this is what you're gonna see is the socket burned out and it unplugs. I have a wiring kit from GM. There's the part number. And you can see this socket is inside there. And then it comes with heat shrink terminals. So we just got to pull the headlight out, which is pretty easy. Just pull these pins. Disconnect the wires. I'll set you down here and you can keep an eye on me. The other side is that this is actually the daytime running light, which would explain why the socket and the bulb is on for so long, enough to burn out the socket or whatever. But there's a trick to getting it to turn on, and I didn't know what it was. So I'm gonna have to replace that bulb. It shouldn't be orange, it should be clear. Anyway, in order to get it on, you have to put a light on that sensor up there. And then you also have to have it in drive or reverse with the key on. Just starting it in park, that light does not come on. So now I know the light does work. I just have to get new bulbs for it. But I figured this is something that might save somebody else some time after replacing that wiring harness. And then realizing that it wasn't a parking light, that this light's on until the turn signal flashes back and forth between these two bulbs. And then you have the low beams, high beams, and this is a daytime running light, which only comes on with that sensor. Even my inside lights in my garage weren't bright enough to turn that sensor on, so that's why I never seen it. Plus, you have to have it in drive or reverse. It has to be moving, evidently. And oh, there it is. We figured it out. The socket works. I'm gonna get another one. We'll do the other side, and we'll replace both of those bulbs so they're clear. Thanks for watching. Which I'll probably end up changing it to factory. Let's get in here, push this clip, pull this out. So there's where that burnt socket came from. So what we're gonna do is cut that back, put this new one in, and then on the other side, I had accidentally put the wrong bulb. I had to put a yellow bulb in there. So you need one of these 3156. That'll plug right in there. So relatively cheap. So let's see how far back we want to go here. When I get a razor knife, just cut this tape, make it a little easier.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost.
Alright, so I just knocked out the other side. Now we just gotta finish this side up. Alright. Finally got some copper wire there. I don't really need all this wire, so we're gonna cut this back too. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, these are a lot bigger. It's obviously something that GM changed later, but the problem is they got you connecting it to a smaller wire. Makes no sense. But So we're gonna have to use this, the blue connector. Trim a little bit of this off. Throw a blue connector on here. Alright. So because these wires are so small, what I'm gonna try to do is pull a little more insulation off of them and then fold them over. I'm gonna try to crimp it on there. Okay, so that's tight. What we'll do is we'll heat shrink this up. Okay. So that one's done. This one was a big pain. So yeah. Just cut this tape off here too and redo this. All right. Alright, so there's the copper wire. I'm going to try to take a little more off. Okay. I'm just going to fold this copper wire over itself. crank this one up. Alright, so that should be good. Now we just have to tape it up. Okay, so we'll just tape that up. Okay, so got that all taken care of. Nice thing is about these new ones is these seals are real good. They're real tight. So let's take one of these bulbs out. Plug it in here. Tight. Alright, now we're just going to feed this connector back up to the top. This is for the headlights. Looks like this tape's kind of worn out. We'll just throw some new tape on here. Okay, so we can put this back in. Just hooks in here and then clips over here. Okay. just gonna set this back in. The 2 pins. Okay, so that pretty much completes that project.
Thanks for watching my video. Check out some of my other videos. See you in the next one.